Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gardner. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll try the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a way to put his team in business at the 33.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. And it's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Gardner. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Caught over the middle. It's Riley. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on fourth down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence. How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Russell. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. North Texas can dig into that playbook on second and short. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Russell. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates and revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Lead here in week 5.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, the ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate and stop making some of these bonehead plays.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to run it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime, it potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Gardner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The inside handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Young. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They're facing a 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Russell. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them over.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Hawaii. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached a break and North Texas has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's a draw. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
At the 33-yard line. Now, 4th down.
North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board. He's got it down the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he missed it. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 45 on its way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.